Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Talk to Rami. This is Rami, your host. I am sitting here with Coach Chelsea. Amazing lady. She's a true inspiration, motivation, and a hardworking person. She cares about her clients, and what she does is amazing, helping so many people to get in a better shape, physically, and that would affect emotionally too. But she's here. We're going to talk about a lot of stuff. As I always say, everybody has a story, and we're going to get to know her. Welcome, Chelsea.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. I know we were just, talking off, camera, and you said you are very busy.
Yeah.
Your life is very busy, like
Yeah.
single mom,
Yep.
having 2 jobs, and doing all that stuff. How you doing?
I'm doing good. I think that it took time for me to build a daily habit schedule to make sure I have some me time for me too. Like just yesterday, I hung out with my homegirls for 45 minutes. I had time to go get a pedicure. So I make time for me, and I think that having a routine helps with all of everything that I'm doing. And I'm talking about by the hour.
You are so organized.
Yeah,
Just you got your routine.
got a routine.
What got you? I know you have a full-time job as well in
Yeah.
Austin, but what got you to do the coaching and helping people? Because you've
Yeah.
been helping so many people. I see it. I read the testimonial of the people you have helped
Thank you.
and the videos, and people are bragging. They say you changed their life.
Yes, I know. It's crazy. I'm at a place in my life right now that I'm able to help someone else change theirs. But what got me into it, as I told you, I've been in sports and growing up in fitness all my life, and it's something I've always wanted to do. But at that time, I had a self-limiting belief like, well, I don't even know how to start a business. What do I do? Who do I go? And it's like something I really wanted to do when I was younger, when I was 20. And then surprisingly, I met a friend. His name is Cedric. And he kind of just like was my knight in shining armor in like throwing me into this academy where I learned how to build a business online. And he's still in this academy still. But the academy was called like the 10K a month academy. And basically they provide you all this training material, mentorship, and they show you how to market online on social media, how to build your business, how to create a target audience, how to do your logo, and, how to flow and process and be a coach. And so, I spent the investment on myself to learn. And that's how I got started, just by manifesting it when I was younger, waiting for that seed to grow, meeting someone who was already a coach, them leading me into that path of where I am now.
Did you have any role model in your life while you were growing up?
My role models were like singers and actors. Like when I was younger, I really wanted to sing. So I went into choir, and so like I didn't think I was gonna do this fitness thing, but like this fitness thing, like I look up to like high people because I myself, I do bodybuilding. So like not only am I a coach, but I'm an athlete as well. So I like the process of bodybuilding, and I implement that process in my coaching style. So some of my bodybuilding people that I look up to are a lot of male figures like C-Bum. We have Christian Guzman, which is also someone who started out as an online coach, built Alpha Land and Alpha Athlete, and like this big model. So same with C-Bum. He has, C-Bum pre-workout and all this stuff. So big just names. And even like female bodybuilders, a lot of them are from Brazil. So I don't know how to pronounce their names, but I follow them too. So I'm influenced by a lot of, I guess, bodybuilders in the fitness community.
Really?
I would say, yeah. So.
What drives you when you get up in the morning? What really drives you to get up and go do what you do? Because sometimes it's hard, and it. Sometimes it's hard. You don't want to get off.
I just can't. What drives me is not being that person I was the day before. Waking up and knowing that I have another chance to be a better version of myself. And a lot of my motto in my company comes from be 1% better every day, because that quote alone took me from a dark mental place to like where I am today. And so every day I wake up, thank God, and say like, I have to be 1% better today because I can't be the person who I was yesterday. Because if I continue to be that, like I will be just going back down that dark path.
Yeah, who you were, if you don't mind asking, who you were in those dark times?
And those dark times, I'm really open about it on my social media, which
really?
is yes.
Okay, that's good.
If on my Instagram, if you go to purpose tab on the highlight tab, it shows my purpose. So I struggled with mental health issues, addiction, bipolar, depression, anxiety for many years, not knowing that I had any of that. And it took me like going to rehab and getting diagnosed by a psychologist and like telling me like, oh, you have to take these pills in order to be better. And those didn't work. It kind of like took me away from my personality. And then, you know, from jail, DWI, mental facility. I mean, I was pretty bad, like mentally. Like I wasn't all there. I didn't know how to cope. I didn't know how to think. I didn't master my mind. My mind at that time was mastering me. So my dark place was just in that battle of mental health. And the way that I got out of that dark place was with bodybuilding, actually. My very last time out of the mental hospital, I had tried to commit suicide from alcohol consumption. I spent a week there. I was like, I can't do this no more. I've been doing this for so many years. My daughter deserved better. I deserve better. My family, my spouse, all that. So I took bodybuilding really, really serious. It was my like second attempt trying to be a bodybuilder. And with bodybuilding, it actually builds your mental health. You have to, it's a you versus you type deal. So every day you have to wake up, face yourself, and just understand and accept like, hey, I'm not in a good place right now, but I do have a meal plan. I do have a health plan, like a workout plan that I need to follow. And every day you have to like sit there and discipline your mind regardless of the circumstance you're in. Cause I was in a hole. Can I cuss on here?
Yeah.
I was in a shithole, friend.
Yeah.
I was down bad. I didn't have no car, no apartment. I lost everything. I was living with a family member. Like it was bad. And I actually spent 7 months of that year like full in. And that's when I got into like motivational speakers like Eric Thomas, Les Brown, David Goggins was one of my big ones. And I'll just be there sitting doing cardio. And David Goggins said like one thing that really drove my whole bodybuilding. And he was like, what if? And he was like, what if? Yeah, what if you defeat your demons? What if you actually took this serious? Where would you go? And where did that lead me in 7 months of that mental, from dark? It led me to, I'm now a nationally qualified bodybuilder.
Wow.
Yes.
Bravo.
And yes, thank you. But I haven't been back on stage yet. The judges had feedback and, you know, they were like, you know, you need to build. So I've been spending 2 years building. And that's where I'm meeting you in my process.
Oh my God.
But I hope I answered the question. It was kind of like, yeah. Go ahead. Ask
no. That's actually very good that you are actually vulnerable and you open up about it, and then because you don't know how many people out there they are actually right now as we speak in the same situation you were many years ago, and they are thinking, how can I get out of this shithole?
Let me tell you, one of my main mantras is that I want to help those who suffer in silence, because mental health is something you have to be silent about.
You have to take it seriously.
Addiction is something you have to be silenced about. You know what I mean? People have shame, you know, and I've took accountability for my actions, and I now use it to empower myself and others. So when I have a client check in and they're like, Chelsea, you changed my life, you know, it really like puts me back in that humble place of where I was, because I didn't have at that time anybody to help me up. It was just me. Like people saw my downfall and were just like, oh, poor girl, you know, one day she'll get her life around. Nobody just like took my hand and helped me up. I had to do all that work by myself. So now I get to be that person for these people. And some of these people aren't coming to me with all those issues that I had. Some of them are just, I just want to lose weight. But the primary thing is like your mental. Like, yeah, eat good, work out. But like, I feel like 90% of it is your mental mindset, discipline, you know, integrity, responsibility for your actions, accountability. Like, you know, you build all these character traits within the whole process.
And yeah, you help a lot of people like to have a better body, and eventually that's gonna help them to have a better mind.
Yeah.
because the body and mind are connected. And you can teach somebody how to be in the better shape, but I think through your process, as I'm understanding, you kind of teach him to what you went through and how you're going to get out of it if you are in it, that's very valuable. I think, as you said, we are really not paying attention fully to the mental health line now, because we all have it.
Yep. It's big.
We all had it.
Me and my father actually had a conversation the other day, and he's, I would say in your generation, he's like 54, sorry.
Yeah.
But he was telling me about how back then, kicking. Yeah, you got it. He was telling me how, mental health, you looked crazy, sounded crazy, are crazy, you getting thrown in the psych ward, and that's about the end of your life. Like, they didn't take mental health as serious as we do now. And like, some people call it, oh, it's a self-help culture, but like, I just feel like it's benefited me. Like, I don't know. But yeah, so now my dad's taking his mental health seriously as well, because he's seen the change in me, and I love that for him.
And you have clients that they're coming to you, they're going to have a better body.
Yeah.
Do you have any, not a psychological evaluation? Do you talk to them about, their life, what is their ultimate goal is? Because, as I said, what they do daily basis is going to affect what you're going to tell them to do.
Yeah, I do have some real communicative clients who tell me.
Like, they open up to you?
Yes, they open up, yep.
Wow.
And I don't mind taking the time to do it, because I just have so much knowledge that I wish I knew back then, and it's just because I've read so many books. I read so many books on everything, so I feel like I have an answer for everything, and I come from an unbiased place. So whether it be, I don't know, just circumstances like, oh, I had birthday parties this weekend and I cheated on my meal. Well, I'm going to hold you accountable. And you know what I mean? Like, that type of talk. Or I'm having issues in my relationship and it's affecting how I'm, following my plan. Okay, well, are you going to let your circumstances define you? You know what I mean? Like, there's no excuse that is going to get by, so to speak. And I will make sure I always be that person who lets you know that, because I feel like we don't have many friends like that. They just enable you, oh, you're doing okay, it's okay, girl, have a cheat meal because you're going through this in life. And for me, it's no, be accountable. It's just a circumstance, it doesn't define you. Keep pushing.
But do you have that attitude with all your friends? Not your
I am that friend. We
you just tell them straight up that,
yeah,
hey, my friend,
yeah, or I'll just live vicariously through my friends, because
a lot of them are not going to take it well.
Yeah, because I have different things that I just can't do. So if I see a friend go out, I'm like, well, I'll live vicariously through you because I can't be in that environment.
Like, you're not drinking anymore.
Nope.
But when you go out, you have iced tea on the rocks?
I don't even go out. I don't even test myself.
Are you serious?
That's how bad addiction is. Cunning, baffling.
You don't put yourself in that environment.
I do not put myself in that environment. No.
Is that the key?
It's that sticky for me, yes. Because addiction is it's a addictive personality mindset. It's kind of like with people with sugar addictions. You know what I mean? Like, you put them in a candy factory. Of course, they're gonna be like, oh, I'll just try one candy. Oh no, let me have 5 more. The same thing with me. You throw me at a bar and I see everybody drinking. You're like, okay, I got my little sugar-free Red Bull, but that thought still crosses your mind. Well, what if? And I just don't need that thought to cross my mind. I wouldn't put myself in a situation that I know can get me into trouble. Yeah, I'm mature now. Now, I'm mature now. It took me a minute to get here.
but how your friend react, because nobody likes the judgment. You're not judging them.
Yeah.
You tell them the truth. One of the things that as human we don't get very well is when somebody come up to us and give us a feedback.
Yeah.
And because we don't want to be judged. And, if somebody tells us the truth, we have a hard time to accept it.
Yep.
I'm sure you have a lot of friends. Have you ever cleaned up your circle of your friends?
Oh, yes.
Really? Tell me, how did you do it?
The cutoffs are...
you went up to them and said, I'm sorry, we can't be friends anymore?
No, but I'll just lightly pull myself away, and then I'll let them know how I feel. And if I feel like I've been enabled, it's okay to grow apart. I think I just ended things with this one friend, and we went out of town together and we had drank together, and it was okay, because she's not responsible for me. I'm a grown woman. I make my own decisions. But that situation, after leaving, I had got into trouble. So after that, I kind of just pulled away because I need friends who, you know,
Keep you accountable.
yeah, like, and I just don't have that because at the end of the day, am only accountable for myself. And so having that conversation is hard because number one, you have to see your part in it. You know what I mean? Like, I chose to drink that day with you, and I'm sorry that our relationship has to end, but this is me moving on for me to better my life. And, you know, might come back together one day, but I've gotten used to detachment and letting go. I've learned some hard lessons in my life.
How hard was that?
It's letting go and detachment is something I struggled with forever.
Why?
I think there was a situation when I was just younger, and my mom, so, you know, I'm born and raised here, and she basically just was like, hey, we're moving to a different state. Pack your stuff and go. Let's go. And so I think that childhood thing to where, because my dad stayed back in Texas. So she took us to a different state in Virginia, and we were there for 2 years, and I was like about to be a junior national on the swim team. I had friends, you know, my dad's there, you know, and that kind of detachment without getting, you know, to like, not that I didn't see my dad during the summer, but I think that set the tone for the rest of my adult life to where if I have something, I hold it really, really close and I don't want to let it go, and I'm scared to because I have that detachment, like trauma. So, but now like that I'm working through it and I have self-accountability and awareness, it's easier for me to let things go and just flow.
That's very interesting. Yeah. And I have a couple of friends that they have that attachment issue, but you have to work through it because, you know, we all attached to something.
Yeah, it can get bad if you're too attached.
But how long have you been sober?
On this round.
In this round, come on, give it to me. How many rounds did you take?
Man, I've been working on my sobriety since 2016. I've completed 14 months twice, and then in between all that's like 6 to 8 months. So right now I'm on month 4. I'm on month 4 as of August 9th. Yeah.
What gets you back to drinking? This is is it like a situation, emotional? Is it like a negative thought? Is it like a friends? Is it environment? What is the trigger?
I think my addictive personality has morphed as I healed. So before I would drink because there was an inconvenience, any minor inconvenience in my life, right? So I read this book, Atomic Habits, and he was
I have it.
He was talking about how you can break a bad habit by switching your mindset. If you're triggered, you know, do a healthy coping mechanism instead. So that helped for a little bit. You know, okay, well, I'm not drinking because of minor inconveniences anymore. Then it became, okay, well, now I'm drinking because somebody hurt my feelings. So we're using that excuse that my addictive personality is convincing me it's okay to drink because somebody hurt. Yeah. So then that's like, okay, well, that's not going to be working. And so this past time in April, my addictive personality said, oh, well, you've worked so hard for so long. You deserve to have a girls' night. You deserve to go out with other girls and be normal and drink. And, you know, it's just one, you know, and these are the thoughts that go and run through my mind to convince me it is okay, the justifications. And I see, and I'm like, and I learn from every relapse. I learn from every single relapse. I literally am like, okay, I can't play with this thing, whatever this thought process is. And I try, you know, I can read as many self-help books as I want. I can, you know, go through the steps. And that's why in AA, you know, you go through the steps continuously. It's nonstop. You have a sponsor, you have people to call. But every situation is different. And I've learned and grown from each. And so now it's like, well, minor inconveniences don't trigger me. You know, getting my feelings hurt doesn't. Being in certain circumstances, like being at the actual bar, like, okay, I know I need not to go there, like not even test it. So that's kind of where I'm at. But you know, this is a lifetime disease, you know, so having to deal with it and work the program and work on my resentments and figure out my moral inventory and then go make amends with all these people in my past, like, it's a lot of work, a lot of mental work.
What is the most important thing in the friendship you should have when you want to pick a friend?
Non-judgmental one.
Wow.
Yeah. Can't judge. Cannot judge.
Have you ever judged somebody yourself?
I feel like we all do.
You judge people?
Yes.
Why?
I think social standards, social norm. And then also if we want to get
Do you
deeper.
care about what other people are thinking about you?
No.
Now you don't think, or before?
No, I've never done. I'm glad.
Really?
I'm so glad I'm blessed with that. I do
That's
not.
so interesting.
But with that comes a dark side, because for the fact that I don't care what people think about me, then that to me in my mind, I can act and be however I want because I'm me. I'm authentic. I'm not gonna morph and change myself for somebody to like me.
Yeah.
Any friends, any person that I've crossed paths with have liked me because I'm me. But I know now that I'm older, I have to compartmentalize my personality. I can't just be bubbly around everyone. I can't just, be how I want to be. But back to the judgmental thing, also, if you want to dig deeper, I feel like people who judge people are insecure with themselves.
I think so too.
So there's some insecurities that I need to work on, and that's where the self-awareness comes in. Like, yeah, you can judge, but recognize like, hey, I'm judging because I'm insecure about something that they have. Whatever I'm judging is what I want. Does that make sense?
Yep.
The reverse psychology of that. And I feel like a lot of people don't have the self-awareness of like just knowing that. And I'm so thankful that I do. But I'm also thankful I don't care about what people think about me. But
that's the big thing, because in today's society, I can tell you, most of the people actually, they really think what other people thinking about them, and that's the reason actually they're not reaching their goals or what they're gonna do, because always, constantly, they are in comparison mode with other people.
Right.
And that's really is a big no-no for if you want to, for example, build a business. There's so many coaches out there.
Oh, yeah.
But Coach Chelsea is different. I do my own thing. I appreciate other coaches. But you can't really destroying somebody's building by try to build your own building. You can't do that. People are different. But I think the environment, the society kind of shape us to act like that.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like everybody wants to be a teacher.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to sit and be a student. I feel like you have to humble yourself, or else the universe, God, or a higher power will to be both. You have to be both a teacher and a student, and so that hey, I can't judge a person for learning, and you can't judge a person for teaching, because we all learn and teach differently. I feel like if you just have these different lenses, and this is why reading books should be important, like even as an adult, because every book that I've read has put a different lens in my on me, like my peripheral, my vision.
Is it helping you?
Yes. I look at every walk of life, no matter where they are at, and I can break something, and I could break them down, decipher, and know okay, this is what this person needs, this is what this person's going through, this is how I should react. I overthink. I think deep, you know what I mean. So,
you analyze this.
I analyze people, yeah.
Sometimes is that hurting you?
No, I wouldn't. No. I don't analyze them negatively.
Some people, analyze things, they start going nuts.
Yeah.
Because they keep analyzing the situation.
I do, yeah, overthink, yeah. Overthinking has got me, my, yeah.
Say it.
The number one person, he probably doesn't want me mentioning him on this podcast, but the number one person who keeps me.
Oh, you blushing. Oh my God.
It's my child's father. Yeah. He is the number one. Chelsea, he'll tell me how it is. You are overthinking. You need to stop. Calm down. And I'm just okay, you're right. I always have to be you're right.
You're still in a relationship with him?
No.
Oh, okay, but you are good friends.
Yes, we were very good friends. Yeah, I want to say we grew up together in our 20s, and so we've watched each other grow up, and we're all taking our different paths in lives, but we're mature now. So he's you've always been like that, Chelsea. You've always been overthinking.
And that's actually I'm proud of you. Really, I'm proud of you. You think like that because, I've been divorced too, but it's just it's for the kids.
Yeah,
it's for your daughter.
And that's probably one of the main primary things that I get judged on, is my relationship with my baby's father, because people are used to toxicity. The people are used to the baby mama, baby daddy drama, and if y'all not together, why y'all talking? And just there's so much toxicity behind just that social norm. It's a social norm for a baby mama and a baby daddy to be at odds. I mean, I grew up with it. When my parents were divorced, they put me right in the middle of their drama. Every day I had to hear something bad about my dad. Every day I had to hear something bad about my mom.
But you're not doing that right now.
Nope.
Why?
The complete opposite. Because I don't want my daughter to be stuck in the middle. I don't want her to be making her life decisions. I don't want her to be me.
Yeah, this is so important. And I'm so happy you mentioned that, because a lot of divorced people, or, they don't understand that. I always say this, it's not about them. For any reason, she was good, you were good, she was bad, you were bad, whatever, who cheated, all this stuff, whatever reason was that, it's over.
Yeah.
Never, ever use the kid as a shield.
Nope.
As an excuse, as put the kids, because, you create that ripple effect.
Yeah.
You're going to put that kid into the system of that psychological environment and roller coaster, and then he or she's going to go out there and then he's going to have those experiences. You're not fixing anything. But instead, you can be there. It doesn't matter. I always say, even the mother is the mother. The father still is the father.
Yeah.
Even they have a stepdad, a stepmom, but it's still they are there. If they decided to not be in the picture, that's a different story.
Yeah.
But you as a person, don't be that reason.
Exactly. And I think a lot of people, when they break up or separate, whatever, divorce, you always want to blame somebody. And when we separated, I had a lot of work to do on myself. And I'm sure that a lot of people can relate to that, because you always want to blame the other party. Well, they cheated on me. They hurt me. They broke my heart, all that stuff. Yeah. And they really just need to look inside and be like, how could I have been better? You know what I mean? Even the opposite person too. So a lot of my journey stems from that as well. I don't talk about that often, but I had to work on a whole lot when, during those mental health days where I was down bad.
It's tough. Really
it takes
tough.
A lot of forgiveness. It takes a lot of letting go.
Did you forgive yourself?
I do forgive myself for my past.
You did. You're over it.
Over it? No. It's something I have to forgive myself and wake up daily with.
Why?
Because I'm not perfect.
Nobody's perfect, but you did something.
I think it's also like regret.
You touched something that is very important for everybody, because the worst thing is in life is a regret.
Yeah.
I was in the visiting, we were doing a project in the memory care facility, and I passed this old gentleman, and he was reading a book, and I'm always interested in other people's, their opinion from life. And and he was 90, and I went over there and said, "Sir, how you doing?" He said, "I'm doing great." I said, "Can I ask you a question?" And he said, "Yes." I said, "What is the worst thing in life?" With just a little pause, he said, "My son, is regret. Go do what you love."
Yeah.
That day, I said, "Oh my God." And then after that, he closed the book, didn't talk, and said, "Have a good day." He was 90 years old.
Yeah.
So I said, wow.
Regret.
What a powerful, I think we get to the point that I had that thing, so you can,
Yeah. I think a lot of people are stuck, and Les Brown talks about this a lot in his story, that stuck mindset of constantly revisiting the past in your mind. And
do you do that?
No, but that's how regret is stemmed from. But I mean, I do it. I don't. Do you
have any regrets?
Yes, I have a ton of regrets. I wish I was mature faster. I wish some of the decisions I made when I was younger, I didn't make those decisions. The money I spent, the decisions I made, the choices, whatever. But all I know is I'm here now, and that's why I say I wake up in the morning, I'm present. It's important to be present, and I'm just focused on that moment. And that moment is to be better than I was yesterday, because yesterday's in the past, the future is tomorrow. We can only worry about right now.
And then I love that when you say the moment, because you're taking care of the moment that you are in there right now. You do your best, your future is going to be okay.
Yeah.
And I totally agree with you. The past is past. Do your best today, and the future is going to be okay. Like coaching, you're going to tell, hey, you're going to work on your body, but you're going to build it up. Don't worry about how you're going to look like in next week.
Yeah.
Just
don't worry. Don't focus on the outcome.
You have people that they come to you, they want instant verification.
Yes.
What you tell them?
I let them know the real deal. Hey, it took X amount of years for you to get right here where you're at today. It's going to take X amount of years to get to your outline goal. But if you just focus on the day, literally. And sometimes I use some experts from AA, because it does matter. One day at a time. That's how you have to look at a lot of the goals that you're reaching in life, because a lot of people get overwhelmed about the long-term goal, and then they're like, oh my God, how am I going to do it? How am I going to do it? I'm both focused on the long-term goal, and then they fail. And then they just keep repeating that cycle without having a solid plan and breaking that long-term goal into small increments. I'm talking about, like I said, routine is the smallest you can go by the hour of what are you doing in your routine, your daily habits every single day. And that's where you should start, I feel.
You know, I like what Dwayne Johnson says, D-Rock. He says, one day or day one.
Whew, yes.
It's so simple, but it's so powerful.
It is very simple. And it's all these cliche mottos and words and terminologies, like they're so simple, but why so hard to do? You know what I mean? It's that battle of the mind.
And I'm sure you get that. I get it too. Sometimes I'm very demotivated. I don't want to get up like this, like yesterday, like 6 a.m. I said, okay, I got to get up, go to the gym. But I get up, and I got used to it. And I get up and I just go.
Yeah.
You sit in the car, you get to the gym, game is over.
Yeah.
What people should do, as your like experience from the past now, when they're stuck in that little moment, that bubble, how they can burst that bubble? How can they get out of that bubble?
I think
just get up and do it.
No, actually pre-plan the night before. I think one of the main things people have lost is journaling, is writing.
You do that?
Yes, I have a whole paper calendar, and I plan my week out. I set the intention on Sunday.
Wow.
Yes, on Sunday we go to church. I sit down and I'm like, okay, Chelsea, we got to plan this week out. How is it going to go? Okay, Monday, upper. Tuesday, lower. Wednesday, rest. Thursday, upper. Friday, lower. And then within all that, cardio included. But I write out what I'm doing. I set the intention the night before, because my father taught me to be proactive, and it hasn't failed me once. And so being proactive in what you're doing actually, I feel like a lot of people need to own up to being lazy. That's pretty much it. You are lazy, and it is okay to be lazy. Just some self-acceptance and knowing, like, okay, I'm lazy. I do procrastinate. How am I going to break this? And first step, you need to write out. You need to write it all down.
Have a plan.
Implement.
And do it.
Yes. And that's how you break the bubble. Break the bubble. Number one, accountability, self-accountability, knowing that you're lazy, you're procrastinating, and, all the bad things. Number two, set intention, write the plan. Number three, implement. Those are three steps.
And you got to be honest with yourself too.
You have to, because a lot of people are soft with themselves. I'm soft with myself. I have to wake up and be hard on myself. Some days I'm like, oh my God, Chelsea, you
know, I had a friend that he said, yeah, people, they're telling me I'm fat. I said, yes, you are. And then he said, what?
Whoa.
And he said, what? I said, why is that? The people, they are just FAT is the worst word that you can tell somebody.
I know.
Okay, you want to prepare? Yeah, you can lose some weight. You can go start car, but you got to face the music. You got to face the reality. If I'm out of the shape, you got to tell me if you're my friend. Hey,
yeah.
What the freaking matter with you? You're getting fat, man. It's not good for you. I really love that kind of friends that tell me exactly like what it is. But some people, they can't take it.
Yeah.
And they say, oh, you mean I'm fat? I'm ugly? I said, I didn't say you're ugly. I said, you're fat because you're going to have heart disease. You're going to this. You're going to that. Yes. What are you going to call it? Overweight? Obese?
Yeah.
It's just
fat shame.
Yeah. People, they don't want to do that. Did you ever have a clients that they were overweight, and how did you bring that up to them? How did you handle that?
Well, I'm used to them knowing they're overweight and coming to me, but
like they coming to you and it's really already it's gonna take longer.
I don't believe in tough love. Ironically, I'm a very sympathetic person. I am very sympathetic. I'll be like, you just have to accept where you are now, honey, and we're going to get you to where you want to be. I just need you to trust the process, okay? Please. It's just
my husband tells me that I'm fat, and he doesn't want to touch me or sleep with me. Do you think I'm fat, Chelsea? What would you say to this? Really, what would you say to this?
I don't know how to answer that on the spot, because I'm used to... First of all, you're beautiful. Second of all, don't believe anything your husband says. Third of all, do you see?
Which is he's wrong? Really? He's wrong, Chelsea. I love you.
Just-
You are so nice. I knew it. He's wrong.
I don't mean to laugh. Oh my God. Just focus on the plan, please. But I'm sure, like, if I have time to think on my response, like, if she's telling me in the moment, like, my husband thinks I'm fat and he hates me and he won't sleep with me, I'll be sympathetic and be like, don't believe anything he said.
No, but you're lying, girl.
I haven't dealt
You
with
know
that
she's
situation.
fat. You know that if you were a man, would you sleep with her? Oh no, you would not, and you know it in your mind. It goes through your mind, and where the honesty comes from. You say, "Here you go. I'm not judging you.
Yeah.
He's right or he's wrong, but you need to do some work."
Yes.
Being overweight will affect your sexual relationship.
Yeah, I think
Being overweight, it will affect your heart. It
Yeah.
will affect your kidney. It will affect all your metabolism, your body.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. You want me to tell you? You gotta
Yeah.
lose weight.
Yeah, I think one of my main, one of my main.
You can't sugarcoat that.
No, but I would just be like, focus on you.
Yes.
Don't not worry about what other people say about you. Don't even let that bad negative seed be planted in your mind. And I'll go deep with them too, and I'll let them know, hey, that's projection. What's your husband look like? You know what I mean? Like, it is a form of, it could be a form of projection. Like, he could be feeling some type of insecurity about himself, and so he's taking it out on you. Don't believe it. And let's just keep working. Like, don't let it get you down. I mean, I had another quote in my mind, but I'm pretty sure I answer better when I'm in the moment, in the heat of the moment.
Yeah, but I'm sure you face that kind of clients.
Not yet, thankfully.
Not yet.
Well, but now that you mention it,
I have one for you. I send it to you.
Now that you mention it, watch one come to me the
I
next
know,
week. I'll be like,
It's gonna. Oh, Romy asked me that. Oh, shoot,
oh man, I got
what
a pre-answer now. I know
what
what to say now.
What should I tell her? Because a lot of relationship goes sour and problems happen when there is no desire.
Yeah.
This is the thing. People, they don't understand that body has a big effect in the relationship. You agree with it or not? Be honest.
That was one of the reasons why I was broken up with, because I was overweight.
How did you take that? And you were.
It was devastating.
Okay,
I was just like, oh my God, I would love you unconditionally if you lost the arm. I can't believe because.
Losing
But
the
it
arm
was
is
one
different.
of the many reasons. It was one of the many reasons. But yeah, I was overweight. Yeah.
Losing an arm is different than you having a sexual relationship and he is out of the breath. You know that's different.
Yes, you gotta help your partner out, man.
Oh my
Straddle up and ride, you okay?
Oh my God.
You gotta make it work. It's a team.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
teamwork.
be a team.
It's teamwork. Well, it has a lot of, it's a lot of effects, be honest with you.
I understand that.
But as you being a coach, you're helping all these people to become a better person, have a better body and a mindset. And basically, what I think, everything starts from the mind, go down to the body, and they're all connected.
Yes.
As you said, you work in your mind, you do a mindset, you read books all the time, you work in your mind. And these people, they have to understand that there's not only body, it's a mind.
Yeah.
You got to kind of synchronize that. You got to be in line with your mind and body.
Yeah.
They should be in line. But otherwise, you wouldn't be here. Like, you went through a lot.
I went through a lot.
But you're here.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm
You made
alive.
it.
I'm well. I'm thriving.
You made it.
I made it out because some people don't get to. Some people do not get to.
Have you ever got discouraged lately?
Lately,
You just keep going?
I just keep going because I just know the process. And I know that, no journey like this, fitness.
And what is your
Is
North
linear.
Star? Like, where are you going to go?
Huh?
What is your ultimate goal? Where are you going?
Where I want to go with all this?
Yes.
I want to be known. I want to be on a magazine. I want to be like
Really?
on Sports Illustrated. I want to be a model. I want to be on the Olympia stage. Like, these are big, long-term, 10-year goals, but I know that every day that I'm working on myself.
Is that something that you visualize you're going to achieve?
Something you do have to visualize, yeah.
And you're going to achieve. You say, I want to be in the Illustrated, Sport Illustrated.
I want to be on a commercial. I want to be on
And what-
TV. I've been like that since I was little. When I was little, it used to be,
And
I
then
want to
when
be on
you get
America's.
there, and then what?
You get there and then what?
Yeah.
You set your next goal.
basically you're just gonna keep climbing the ladder.
Yeah, one of the books I've read is called The Master Key Systems. Really good book. And it talks about the more that you accept that life is an infinity of possibilities, like the less stagnant you'll feel once you reach a goal. You have to like literally reach a goal, create another one. Reach a goal, create another one. And after that, then it's retirement time. Put me on an island. Once I get to the island, after that, well, now it's time to focus on family.
But it's still, you're in an island. You can't eat all day. You get fat.
I'll be 60 by then, you know. I'll be 60. I'll be okay with my weight.
No, you still gotta keep on going.
I'll go swimming.
Oh, you like swimming?
I was on the swim team for 7 years.
way.
I tell you, I would be on the
You didn't
Olympics.
say that. Are you serious?
Yes. When
Wow.
my mom took me to Virginia, I said I was about to be a junior national swim team. I forgot what it's called. It's called Texas something. But I've been on the swim team since I was 7 years old. I have all these medals and ribbons.
Wow.
Yeah. And so I always tell somebody,
You are a person of so many talents.
am I?
Yes, swimmer, do this, do that, and you, oh my God.
I am all over the place.
And then you have like that dark past, and then now you're in the bright future. You're doing all that stuff, helping out people. That's really rewarding.
I think because I live it every day, I can't tell, because you're living it every day. So when people express and see or hear me talk about it, I'm like, oh my God, you're doing a lot. I'm like, I guess I am, huh?
And you believe in it, what you have created.
Yeah.
That's good. What advice do you have? I know you're busy. What advice do you have for the people out there? They're going to make something out of themselves. They're going to get out of that hole. They want to, I know it's a persistent and doing things, but what is it really? What is the advice you have for them?
You need to start in your mind. It's the mental warfare of you versus your toxicity, you versus your negative thoughts, you versus your traumatic past. It's you versus you. There's no circumstance in life that you're sitting there blaming that is going to get you out of what you're in, because at the end of the day, it's all you. It's you that has gotten yourself there. And so I would say take some accountability for where you are at in life, because every decision you made in the past brought you to where you are now.
Wow. Very powerful. Accountability, yes. If we accept that, then we can be accountable for our own action. Then I think we can get out of it with the right planning and the right environment. Mm-hmm. And absolutely, people, with the right coach. Right. You need any coaching, Coach Chelsea. How people they can reach out to you?
You can follow me on Instagram at Chelsea. Probably posted right here.
Yeah.
Put the little caption thing.
Yeah.
I'm also on Facebook under Chelsea Renee, but Instagram is my primary form of contact, and from there you can apply on my We Strive link for coaching. If you're looking to lose weight, if you're a male or female, or if you just need somebody there to hold you accountable for your day-to-day life, to make sure that you are getting up and bettering yourself. Because I love to call it mental. It's like a mental jungle gym. Like I'm a fitness mentor. So,
but what ages you are coaching?
It's 18. Yeah, 18 plus.
18 plus.
Yes.
That's wonderful. Thank you so much, Chelsea.
Thank you for having me.
I know you're busy. You got to go back to work,
good.
but I learned so much. You have a very interesting story. Very inspiring. Very inspiring.
Thank you.
Where you were and where you are right now, and what you have done, and along the way, how many people you're helping on a daily basis. We need more people like you.
Trust you so
because
much.
I agree with you. Mental health is everything, and we need more people like you to support and help people with mental health. And everything starts from our mental health.
That is correct. Thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate it.
I had so much fun. We laughed so much.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.